What is up, YouTube? It is your boy King Beam, aka Shazam, and today we're reviewing Shazam because it is indeed, in fact, a Christmas movie. This is my first time ever watching Shazam, believe it or not. You know, I haven't watched a lot of the DC films, I'm realizing, because my perception of film was that Marvel was good and DC was bad, because after I saw Batman versus Superman, I saw like the original version before like the extended. I think the extended cut of Batman v Superman is kind of good. Some people don't like it. I personally enjoyed it, but I saw the original version and I didn't really like it. So like after that I was like, yeah, DC movies, yeah. And the Justice League, like the original Justice League was like meh. So I assumed that all the DC movies were bad, but like compared to Marvel, I don't know. DC movies, they're not great, but Marvel movies aren't great either at the moment. But yeah, the DC movies are kind of good. Like Black Adam was fairly decent. Like I enjoyed it. Shazam was really great actually. Like Shazam was really good. The Batman, well, that's not like a DCEU, but the Batman freaking peak right here. The Snyder cut was good. I heard that Aquaman's pretty good. I haven't seen that before, but yeah, DC films are pretty solid. And I watched Shazam for the first time and it's great. It is actually a great movie. It's a great superhero movie. And it's a great Christmas movie. So before we get this video rocking and rolling, please drop a like and subscribe. I'm trying to hit 500 subscribers by December 31st. So, you know, give me a little early Christmas gift. I'm uploading 25 days in a row. The least that you can do for your boy is hit that subscribe button. All right, please hit the subscribe button. Support me. Turn on post notifications so you never miss a single video that I'm putting out. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into this little review. Shazam, man. First of all, the main character he's done really well. You know, we get his little backstory. He lost his mom at a fair one day, and then like he became a foster kid, and we see him growing up, and we can tell that like all his life he's been trying to search for his mom. You know, he doesn't really trust anyone, you know, because he's been in the system, you know, going from family to family. He's not really rocking with that. So eventually he gets in trouble. And then this one family brings him into their foster home, and they have like 5 or 6 other foster kids, and the parents were foster kids themselves. So he becomes really close because he was in this room, his roommate with this one guy. I forget the guy's name, but like I know the main character's name is Billy Batson. But yeah, he had a little roommate, and his roommate was like infatuated with superheroes, right? Like all his life he just loved superheroes, and you know, he's talking to Billy all about superheroes. And then one thing leads to another. Like there's like this magic guy and like the little wizard that I'm still confused. I don't know the difference between Black Adam and Shazam. Like I'm pretty sure they have the same powers, like, but like why, I don't know. But the same wizard that gave Black Adam his powers gave Shazam his powers, because there's this other guy that was trying to like get into like the little magic place to like steal this little magical orb thing. Because when he was a kid, the wizard brought him in and tried to give him the Shazam powers, but he was like not worthy. So all this time he's been trying to get back into the magical place to steal the evil magic. And then the good wizard was like, I'm gonna give Billy the powers. And then he like died or something like that, because the evil guy found his way into the bed. It's you're picking up what I'm putting down, I hope. All right, bam. So Billy gets his powers and he becomes a superhero. He becomes Shazam. And he's, you know, he figures out how to use his powers. One thing that I didn't get, they're trying to force this whole so Billy, he's a kid, right? So he's not really using his superhero abilities at first to be a superhero. He's just like gaining popularity because he has powers. Like he saves people a couple times, but he's not really doing much heroic stuff because he's a kid. So he's just like using his powers to like flex and get famous. And so then one day, what's the name? His brother in the foster home, he said to these bullies, they're like, yeah, I know Shazam and he's gonna be here at lunch tomorrow. And then Billy's like, yo, you can't just like use me to like give you popularity. And then like the guy, his brother's like, oh, but like you're doing the same thing or whatever. But like they really didn't address the fact that his brother was in the wrong too. His brother was really using him for real. Like if you watch the movie, I can't like explain it in the best way, but like seeing the film, you can tell that his brother was kind of using him, but Billy, he wasn't completely in the right. You know, he wasn't really using his powers to do the best things either. But both of them are wrong, but like, they didn't really address Billy's brother being wrong. They only addressed Billy being wrong, and I don't think that I enjoyed that a lot. I mean, because like, both parties were in the wrong, so like, don't make Billy look bad and the other guy look like a saint, because like, he's not. Anyway, while Billy's goofing off, like, the little bad guy dude shows up or whatever, and then they got a fight, and then like, you know, it's the whole theme of like this movie is like Billy like learning how to be a true hero, because like, he's really a kid, like, and he's a foster kid, and he's trying to learn how to be a true hero and learn how to open up and be a better person. And so, because like when he gets to the foster home at the beginning, there's the little girl, I think she was the youngest one in the family. She was like, oh my gosh, you know, it's good to meet you, you're my new brother. And he's like, no, you know, like, we're not a family. And I think there's this really good moment near the end of the film. Billy finally finds his birth mother, and she tells him that like, yeah, I saw you that day at the fair, but you know, I was 18 and I couldn't take care of you. I didn't want you, so you know, I just left you there. And so then he says they have a little conversation, and he's like, you know, I got to get back to my real family now. And I love how it was the whole switch, because like, at the beginning, he was telling the little girl that we're not a family, and now he acknowledges them as his real family. Like, he finally learned that what being family is. Like I was saying, like family is, it's not about I'm getting my videos, because I've been pre-recording all the videos. I'm referencing the Deadpool video. It's gonna come out one of these days. But you're gonna hear me say in the Deadpool video that like, family, it's not about like blood for real. It's the people you got around you that you love. Like, you know, some people don't got blood family, or, you know, you might got problems with your blood family, but you're supposed to spend the holidays with your family. So Billy finally learned who his true family was. And I feel like that's why this movie it's a little Christmas movie. Plus, it doesn't just have the messages about family. It takes place during Christmas, so you know, there's snow around, you know, the Christmas lights are up, and you know, it's just like a Christmas-y type of movie. And so then we get to the end of the film, you know, there's a big baddie, the guy, you know, the DC villains, they're hit or miss for real. I mean, talking about the Batman, you know, the Riddler was a great villain. Actually, S tier, in my humble opinion. But you know, in the DCEU films, the villains aren't always like the best for real. You know, we got General Zod, we got that one guy in Aquaman from Atlantis, we got freaking the fire guy from Black Adam. In this movie, it was some nerd guy who got made fun of by his dad, so then he becomes bad. Yeah, the villains are very, very, very much hit or miss. But he shows up, and like, his whole power was like releasing the 7 deadly sins upon the world. Something that blew me was like, they never specifically said that these are the 7 deadly sins. And so then we get to the end of the film, and then somehow like one of the sisters is like, oh my gosh, like we figured out how to stop him, Billy. You know, if you can get all 7 sins out of his eye, you know, we can beat him. And I'm like, what? Like, how do you know that? Like, how did she just randomly know that they're called the 7 deadly sins? Like, sorry, but like, yeah, like, y'all, it didn't make sense to me. It kind of blew me a little bit. We get to like the end of the film. I think I liked it. It embodies the spirit of the message of the film. You know, Billy figures out a way to like give all of his brothers and sisters Shazam powers. Yeah, I mean, I would have loved to see Billy just like Shazam his way and beat the bad guy, like have his own superhero movie and like be the hero that saves everyone. But I guess it works because it's a family film, and you know, he gives his brothers and sisters powers, but it's a little hit or miss for me. But yeah, it was a cool little DC Comics movie. I really enjoyed it. yeah, it has Christmas elements. It has a good message, and I think that everyone should watch Shazam. If you're Marveled out right now and you're not really enjoying Marvel films, go watch some of the old DC films and the new ones, because I feel like they're pretty solid. If you like comics, you'll like this movie. Thank you guys for sitting here listening to me talk about Shazam. Yeah, like I said earlier, please drop a like and subscribe. That's about it for today. I'm done. Hope you have a great day. I love you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.